Hi, this is artist and illustrator Miles Wool, and you're listening to the Marvel Card Collectors Podcast.
Let's go, kids. Hello, everybody. My name is Ian Taylor, and welcome to the Marvel Card Collectors Podcast. I'm beaming from ear to ear because we've got everyone in the house today. So we have Josh.
Hey.
We have Wesley.
Heyo.
Jason.
Hello.
Keith.
Hello.
I'm not
Classic
sure why
Keith.
Keith got the kind of
Classic Keith.
sounded like those monks that just sing in a really low voice all the time, like Keith. Anyway, welcome back, Josh. Josh, we missed you on episode 200, but I know you were up to stuff. So
back at it.
You were there in spirit. Let's get into it. Who's opened some platinum?
Me.
Lovely.
Me.
Everyone's opened some platinum. So we're going to talk about platinum this week because I think everyone's jonesing to talk about it. I want to get straight away to the golden elephant in the room. Who here pulled a 1 of 1 when they opened their box?
That would be me.
That would be Wesley. That would be Wesley. So Wesley, have you got your card cam set up? Have you got your 1 of 1? In fact, you might have sold it by now, for all I know.
No, I still have it. I'm still freaking out on what to do with it. Let's see if I can at least. Yeah. Probably.
So people can see this on your Instagram, but what are you holding up for the audio audience at home?
It is a Golden Treasures 1 of 1 Black Widow.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is that the original art run? It is, isn't it?
Yes, it's the original art run.
Right.
And I just so happened to be recording when we're opening the box just because I thought why not, and I saw like the you've seen the little circles from 1 of 1 before, and I was freaking out, and it was something crazy. I think I said the same thing over and over, kept saying oh babe, because yeah, but it's just
funny. It was a funny Instagram video.
Oh babe, oh babe.
Yeah, that's
you sure you were opening the box?
Well, I thought about that more than once too. Like probably sounded a little.
Well, we'll get to work on an edit of that. But in the meantime, I actually watched it with the sound off, so I can only imagine the squealing that was taking place.
It's a similar type of pleasure.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my goodness me!
God.
Good.
I don't know if
there
that's any.
That's a bonker. Why have you got a camera up there? How many cameras have you got?
That's the next show.
Okay. My goodness.
Let's just say the OnlyFans will be up in a week.
Okay,
yeah,
brilliant. All right. Well, you got to earn some money to pay for those boxes somehow, haven't you? Anyway, let's get this back on track. So I'm at 1 hobby box. Wesley, how many did you open?
So I got I'm at 3 hobby boxes right now and 4 blasters.
Okay.
So there's a guy that right when I started getting in the hobby at Father and Son's Sports Cards down the road. He's a super nice guy, and I called him the day before and asked him if he could get any. And the last 2 times with Midnight Suns and this, he's just been able to call his distributor, and they had 8 boxes. So he's got them there, and I just go get 1 by 1 whenever I'm got some time. And it's worked out pretty well. I've been surprised with the way, really the amount of hits. Just like Grant said, every other box or every other pack that you open has either a number card or an auto, and there's so much cool stuff, which makes the boxes opening, but also I'm sure we'll get into it later as a character collector. There's so much more to hunt down, and it makes it harder to find your character in your hobby box. That's what everything that I've opened, I've only gotten one base black cat and um one red.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you're making me weep now.
Yeah.
For those on video, so I'm just my eyes just started watering as soon as you said character collector.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, oh my goodness me, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
it's also I've had a couple other people reach out to me, for other cards and that I've hit. So I guess it has kind of helped the physical trading a little bit too.
yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
How about you, Josh? Have you had time to in all the
Yeah.
madness of your days?
Yeah, so I found 5 blasters at Walmart, luckily, locally. Just starting hitting down here, it's Walmart, Target.
Mm.
So you scan them as you go. I got lucky, caught the 5 boxes, and I really, really like. It's interesting what Wes just said. It's going to be tougher for the characters with all these parallels. I like them. One thing I noticed right off the cuff is the qualities there. The QC seems to be really sharp.
Yeah.
Almost all these, and granted they were just blasters, but you do get kind of a sense for almost all the parallels and stuff were perfect.
Yeah.
Great condition, and the cards, the artwork. I've been surprised. The original art, I really like. I really like. It all seems to fit.
It's just
Oh yeah.
even the I mean, this is a sculpture. That's the
Yeah.
thing, but it just works.
How many of those were sculpted? Like 5 or 4 or 5?
Well, it's all Tom Taggart's stuff. So
Right.
Modoc, Sandman,
think he's only got 3.
Beta Ray Bill,
Yeah,
and
I can imagine.
Fin Fang Foom.
Fing Fang Foom. Yeah, there we go.
4.
Yeah,
So
Mole
4.
Man,
Yeah.
Sandman.
They're just bonkers.
I think he did 5.
But kind of like when we talked about Midnight Suns, you had a pretty good consistency of style. And then there were a few that just kind of threw you a little bit. I looked through these and everything fits. It seems to fit. Whether a character, choice or whatever, that's a different conversation. But all the art plays ball.
Yeah. Certainly the original art. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does. So, I mean, I did get a little bit lost in the, red rainbow, red surge, blue Kaleido, blue,
bonkers,
and yeah, so double check your cards to make sure that you didn't catch a numbered one that you're passing up. It does have a sports feel to me. It has been since there's been 1 or 2 sets, forget my scrambled brain right now, that have had this same feel. This one has extreme Panini sports
Prism.
Prism to a lot of these different cards. That's going to pull more sports guys. That's going to just the optics of some of those. Like Wes's pull there. There's a killer LeBron James card with that same swirl holograph behind it. And those guys are going to go after
Sorry,
that
I'm trying
stuff.
something.
You're good.
Maybe better if I use my one camera isn't working, but I'll just go back to
The way you got that binder set up, it looks like you're trying to go for a master set.
Well, it's just how I've I opened
do it.
Well, I've opened some of the Panini soccer a few years ago. I got into, and it's how I put everything into the binder. I would put the same card onto one page and then just have the variants on different parts. And
Right.
You're talking about the
Yeah. So
Tom. I got a
the Modoc.
the
There it
Modoc.
is.
that's beautiful.
Now those variant covers, I do like them, but it took the longest time to figure it out because they don't exist for the original art high series.
I also got this
So the 101 upwards. Oh, what's that?
that cosmic.
Wow.
Oh,
That's the insert. That's the
Yeah,
insert. I
Yes.
fucking love the cosmic insert.
Yeah, it's so
Oh, the cosmic,
I'm-
yeah. The
Yeah.
background
Mhm.
reminds me of Marvel Universe 92.
Yep.
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
it's super. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Everyone
didn't mean
I've
to interrupt.
seen, yeah, everyone I've seen of the cosmic, it just works. And Keith's right. I think that is the insert of the set. That's
Yeah.
or parallel of the set or whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah. No, it is. It is good. It is good. Jason, you went downstairs to your kind of Barnes and Noble in your
well,
pajamas?
Barnes and
No?
Noble didn't have any
Oh,
yet.
okay.
So I went to Target and Barnes and Noble, just so people understand when I say that they think I'm crazy, is it's not Barnes and Noble's cards. It's not like Target or Walmart where they're an aisle. They're behind the checkout counter.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
Correct.
you have to stand there and kind of look, and I can barely see over the counter to begin with, but I'm like looking, can I
Yeah.
help you? I'm just seeing what kind of cards you have. You have any Marvel? What? Huh? Marvel? I got Disney. No, no. But
No.
no, I went to Target and I bought 6 blasters, but also on release day, I bought 3 packs off of Whatnot box break.
Oh,
I want more comics. Keith Boyle, shout out to him. That was my first time participating in a pack break, box break, and it was very easy. And so I got those 3 packs that I bought came in yesterday. So 3 packs and from a hobby and 6 blasters. But I
6.
I
Wow.
love
Okay.
it. I could
Mm.
probably open this stuff until the day I die because I mean the art is really nice. The foiling is nice. It's just so much fun, and just the number of color matches you can like variations of color matches. Like, some don't work, but then you get a couple like these blue surges. Like I can't find it now. No, the Watcher on the blue surge.
Oh, that looks good.
I mean,
Yeah.
That looks good.
and that's such a good image of him. I mean, it's very menacing, ominous, with the blue surge. But yeah, just like all the different, kind of you see like, oh, I got this, blue parallel, but like, I mean, like that Kitty Pryde blue rainbow.
I'm just going to make you
Is
big on the screen so that
all
we
right.
can. There we
Like
go.
that Kitty. I mean,
Nice.
that looks good with how did they sneak Nightcrawler in there? Isn't he?
Yeah.
And at this moment, the Nightcrawler character collector is going, Mother.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that one caught a lot of people by surprise.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was my first X-Men. That was my big thing when I was a kid. I was blown away by Nightcrawler.
me too.
The
Yeah,
teleport, the whole teleport thing. Where does he go? Where
Yeah.
does he go?
Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites too, by far. But yeah, it's a fun set, and these cover variants are just
Yeah, those.
are just awesome. And like I could like this one, for instance, I could see that being a cover from that time period when
Yes.
they had
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Your
They do
video's
fit.
frozen for me. I don't know if it's frozen for everyone else, so I'll just remove the
Yeah.
spotlight.
There we go.
Oh, that was bizarre. When it was on Spotlight, fortunately it froze when you were holding the card, but it just
okay.
there it stayed. So
Yeah. The comic, the variants I like a lot too on this one. At first I had that Marvel Masterpiece nostalgia where I was like, whoa, wait, that's kind of our thing. Let's not do that everywhere. But like the Hulk, just great.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Let me just get that
killer.
up on screen.
No, they do fit. And I
Oh,
was
back
right
up a
there
bit.
with you.
Nice.
I was right there with you at first on the hey, get off our insert.
Very nice.
But
Yeah. Right.
I think a lot of people were, they were
Then I
like,
got
me
the
included.
this one turned out.
Oh, hello.
Nice.
Hello, Sailor.
Yeah.
Back up a bit. Back up, back up,
Oh,
back
that
up.
looks good.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
pretty happy with my blasters, and I got to agree, just the different Jason, the different possibilities for the color match, they're all over the place. And everything changed in my head as soon as
Ooh. Yeah. See,
They're just so nice.
that's.
the color match with the Ghost Spider on Spider-Man Metal and how that popped at 1,000. That was things started changing.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
different.
hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Keith's holding up some stuff now. It's gonna be like this for. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Now
Oh,
what?
That's perfect.
Oh
Which
man,
one's
that
that?
one
Which
is
Yeah.
so
parallel's that?
beautiful.
Blue Surge, which
Blue
I think
Surge.
might be the second best insert in the set, and it's a
Yes.
blaster
Yeah.
exclusive.
That's the blaster one. Yeah, I've got one on the way on
Ah,
from eBay, but oh, that's the
Okay.
is that the
Purple
electron?
rainbow magic.
Oh,
That's
magic.
cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got a purple
What is it?
angel, which I love that angel art.
Oh, I do
Oh,
too. I think it's
Oh, you
really
got the
cool.
carnage.
nice.
Man, that's beautiful.
And it's funny when you show them, you have to move
Mhm.
them. Like you can't just show the card. You've got to move
Right.
it in some
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
and make sure everyone sees. Like, look at that.
Yeah,
Bam.
Yeah.
so they
the
did
textures.
they definitely did the hollow in two different stages there. So it's good.
Mm.
That's how it has so much movement.
Yeah. Yeah, the blue surges are awesome.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
man,
Wow.
killer. Those two carnages next to each other.
Is that
yeah,
the high series Bagley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The two carnages. That was one pack.
Oh,
Blaster.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
and the ghost spider?
The Ghost Spider was a different box, but yeah.
There
it was-
are Bagley sticker autos of that high series I've seen, and they look really good. Really good.
We did have a guy in group, Mike Wanzer hit 1 of 1 Nova signed. I have
Oh,
a
wow.
version. I actually pulled one of my numbered cards. So he got the 1 of 1 gold signed,
That's
and
that's
go ahead, Wes.
no, I didn't. That's just something that we, I guess, had talked about because there is actually a 1 of 1 golden treasures, and then there's the 1 in 1 signed golden treasures.
That's
So
what he has.
I guess that's something we'll
Yeah.
Yeah,
talk about at some point. But
I think there's a 1 of 1 variant cover as well. I think.
oh,
I might be
okay.
wrong.
that I didn't know.
To
I
be
think
honest
you're
with you,
right.
I'm going to open the spreadsheet while you guys are talking and just
Yeah.
verify that. Having said that, some people have been. I haven't, in all honesty, paid any attention to the details, but someone said that the checklist that came out had an error on it, or a number of errors. But did anyone pick up what that?
I mean, with 9,000 cards, I'd imagine there'd be an error.
yeah. I
So-
mean, yeah, it's going to be a little bit like that, isn't it? So
I think there was a couple I saw on some streams or some box breaks that I think Silk was supposed to be in the set,
that's right.
and
Card
then it
177.
ended up it was
Mhm.
Iron Man 2020 Arno Stark in that number spot, which
Oh, no, stop.
that's a kick in the
It's a kick in
but-
the something, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like
Yeah.
Iron Man. Like that's
yeah, and I want to say I think I also heard somebody mention that I think Blade was supposed to be in the set, but it got replaced with Manwolf.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
is
Yeah,
the
another one I hit was my man
Yeah.
wolf.
Sorry, bear
Those
with, I'm
te-
on a
those
different
teal
screen at the moment.
waves are pretty nice. I know they're numbered to 799, but they're pretty
Yeah,
nice.
they look nice.
the
I-
one
I've-
that
I've got this Mole Man teal wave, and it looks the effect works with the background
Yeah.
pretty well.
I really like the blue tracks in this spot.
Oh wow.
1 sec, I'm back with you, so let me spotlight that.
Blue tracks. Okay.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have a blue tracks? Anything? I don't know.
Yeah, that's where
I
that's
got
where
that one.
we're going
and then
total
I've-
Panini Prism there.
And then
I've gotten
I
a,
got Galactus.
Oh yes, I do have blue tracks.
What's Keith looking
Thanos
up?
there,
Oh,
too.
Thanos.
The Thanos is better.
Yeah.
Keep his.
That's awesome.
You see, the thing is,
Wow.
the blue tracks I got, the character's so big in the frame that I didn't really see the effect of the foiling.
Uh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
You
Oh,
can't
yeah,
see it,
wow.
but it's Amadeus Cho, so it's whereas what you just showed up looks so much better. So I think the effect really
Mm.
does differ depending on what the
Yeah.
artwork is on the card.
Yeah, I got
That's
my
a high
iron
series as
my
well.
iron fist is like that where there's something back there, but it's the iron fist kind of takes up a large part of the
You've got a lot more background showing than mine.
yeah, you got a
Yeah.
ton
Definitely,
more.
yeah. Because in the background of mine, they've got some sort of energy shadow thing behind him, and it's blocking a
I
lot of the
love
foiling.
that vision.
Well, back up,
Mm-hmm.
kid.
The tracks really goes with it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice. So yeah, I think I just pulled, probably the one of the weaker ones on the blue tracks in terms of the character. But I tell you, the one I like is the yellow spotlight, which doesn't actually look that yellow to me. So I'm not sure if that's a um an issue, but
Oh,
the
that's nice.
background on that.
I'd say and I have to agree with Josh. The quality on the cards itself is some of the best I've seen out of
Yeah,
these guys
it
in a
really
while.
is.
There's
It
no
really
chip.
is.
There's very little to no chipping. The centering is very good.
The
They're
edges.
they're just solid. They're just solid
Red prism.
cards.
Red
Yeah.
prism, that works really
Yes.
And
well.
my
all these
only
hits.
complaint is really I wish that they put the artist name on the OA.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
even go there. I can't. Yeah, it really
Absolutely.
bugs me. Really bugs
Absolutely.
me.
Why?
You're gonna have them.
Yeah, because that Keith, that vision that you just showed, that's one of my favorite cards in the set.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me
hang on.
that
find-
that guy's
Hang on, Keith.
that
One sec. Replace spotlight. There we go.
There we
What's that?
go. Yeah,
his
that's
name is Brad something or
Yes.
Ben Brady?
Yeah, Ben
Ben-
Brady.
is that who it is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ben Brady.
He's been on a lot of box breaks.
Wow.
He's been
Yeah.
very active since the
Very
set came
active.
out.
Yeah.
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 That
Nice
vision
guy.
right
In
there.
fact,
Nice
Ben,
guy, yeah.
come on the podcast. We want to talk to you.
That
That's-
vision holds
There
up
we
against
go.
a lot of ones we've had recently. If
lovely.
you're a vision collector, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
I don't actually know of any Vision character. I'm sure there are, but it's just not something. I just want to take a moment to talk about the purple pixels.
That's another nice looking.
I mean, look
I
at this.
haven't
Look at
seen
that.
that one yet.
Looks like a
That's-
Broadway show
Me-
shimmer curtain behind.
I haven't seen that one either. What is that a
It's no, it's hobby. It's 35 at 35.
okay?
Oh, that's right. That's the one you pulled on the
yeah.
box
So
break
cosmic,
on.
yeah. So cosmic is of 25. Then you've got orange checker, which is of 33. I think that's blaster exclusive. Thing.
That's hobby.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've got of 35. You've got purple pixels. So I've managed to secure 2 of those for Cat. Got the 25
Okay.
and the 35. I haven't got the 33 yet.
And you're way ahead of me.
Now, to be honest with you, I thought I was just going to grab the lower end ones, and anything 99 or more, I'm just going to wait until EPAC
Yeah.
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 because there's just so much to chase, and all the unnumbered stuff is just ridiculous. The one exception is the Blue Surge. I did pick that one up. I want to take a special moment to talk about the creator art variants. I pulled the red parallel of it, the
Oh,
red
yeah.
rainbow, the Ron Lim. And obviously, it's not got the wavy stuff that the numbered stuff has, but it's still an incredible card.
Yeah, they're great.
Can somebody explain the creator art variants to me? Like, is it?
Yeah. So creator art variants are
Is there any
basically,
surfer in the corner of that
yeah.
Galactus?
yeah. Ron Lim did. He's in card 1 to 81, 1 to 100 rather, and I think then you've got a creator art variant, which is another original piece of artwork that he did, and Bill Sienkiewicz did a Moon Knight, for example, that's a creator art variant. And I think there's one. I can't remember the
I think
number.
there's
of
10
artists.
total, right?
I think there are, yeah. And basically, they are like one a case, so they're pretty
Ah.
limited. But then you've got color parallels of them. So that's a red rainbow, and then there's
Autos.
Yeah,
And
then
there's
there's
autos.
autos of them. So the red rainbow I got there. I think Jason looked it up while I was on the stream, and it was 1 in 400 packs.
Wow.
But the crazy thing is, I've not seen them moving for that much. That's the interesting thing. Is on the there is so much out there, and aside from maybe the really high end stuff like the popular characters like Spidey, Venom, Carnage,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. I've had that creator art variant up on trade or sale for a week plus now. No bites at all.
There's no money out there in
And the
this set
same,
right now.
and that's the thing. People are still trying to figure out, what do I get, what do I go. They're still their energy is focused on the new product because there's so much product out there. They can get blasters really easily. They can get hobby boxes really easily, and it's all fairly affordable. So there's not really a secondary market yet,
No.
unless you're a character collector.
And
Or
I
you
don't
go
think
up to the
people
modern
like. I
market.
didn't know how rare the creator variants were.
And that's
so I think
an
that's probably
issue.
something that's gonna
Yeah.
pick up over time. But
I think so.
and
so.
I I I had to call in a secret meeting to Ian after I pulled the one of one to kind of figure out what I actually had and
I
what.
assembled the trust crew and we
Yeah.
reviewed it. Yeah.
I was like, what do I do?
Does the creative art variant have a does it say that anywhere on it? Because I'm looking
Yeah.
at one.
Yeah, on the bottom at the front. Just have a look. I mean, that's the good thing. It does actually say what it is, but it says it on the it says creator art variant on the front. So you can see just there at the bottom. Sorry, you can't see the text, but it's just there above the name.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And then on the back, you've got creator art variant red rainbow.
Okay.
So it does have it there. I mean, this is
And-
one them one.
yeah.
They're not numbered. That's the thing. I mean, they're not
Right.
numbered, so I'm not sure people are really completely
Aware of
cottoning
how
onto
rare.
cottoning onto the scarcity of them.
Yeah,
But,
people
I mean, they are
tend to
lovely.
sometimes overlook it when they're doing a
Yeah.
box break.
Yeah, I bought into a character break, and it was the person that was doing the actual break looked over one of them, and the guy they had to let him know that that was actually one. Please put it off to the side and not give it to the character person, which
Yeah.
I thought was kind of weird. People
Well,
buying into
character break,
the
you got everything from that character, whatever it was.
Yeah.
right, but there's a
that's the
separate
trust.
spot. There's a separate spot for the creator art variants, and it's been something weird that I've noticed in the.
Not sure I like that. That's why I don't
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people run them a little funky.
Yeah.
And then I bought
Some
a
people
spot
go by
for-
insert, so it's weird.
I mean, can we just have a moment? Let's just have a little moment just for some of the art here. I'm just going to show some stuff. I love the Captain America.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Mhm. Absolutely.
I'm not going to talk about this guy. I'm developing a serious dislike for Falcon, especially in the
So after the whole Midnight Suns thing and me being a brat, there are two Ghost Riders in this set
Yep.
that are far superior.
the Midnight Suns. The
Midnight Suns
It just
and the
nails
Ghost
it.
Rider.
And it's cool. It's called Midnight Suns. It's all very well and good, but
When I saw that card, I thought they were trolling the creators of Midnight Suns.
hang on a minute, Jason. Hang on a minute. Jason, shout at me when you hold something up, just in case I don't see it.
Yes,
there's
look
the
at that.
teal wave.
That is
This was the first.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, which one's that? Remind me.
This is yours, buddy. If you want it.
That's gorgeous. Oh my god.
They are just stunning. They really are.
After that whole fiasco, for them to put two banger Ghost Riders in this set, just felt like it felt like trolling.
Yeah.
I thought about you when I saw them. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that's an improvement there.
Justice.
Cable is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cable is really good. The Thing, it's just, listen, I'm not a massive Fantastic Four fan, but I just dig that artwork.
That's a classic look. I mean,
that is a classic look. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. If you're going to do The Thing, do him properly. Leader. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the Kang?
The Kang, I'm
Mhm.
just coming to.
Kang is
Here he
awesome.
is. Here he is.
Yeah.
That's
So good. That's so good. You know what? I really like this Wasp.
Yeah. That's really
Really
cool
like
too.
that.
Yeah, I like the
I
way
mean,
the
it's so good.
wings- Yeah.
Who's the
wings.
artist on
Well, you know what?
Wasp?
I would look at the back, but it doesn't have it on there. I'm sorry. That's absolutely criminal. I'm
Yeah.
going to say right now to the artists that go on these sets, put it in your negotiations with Upper. I'm going to put this on the artist now, because if Upper Deck won't do it, let's put it on the artist. And this is me being a bit of a brat, but I think the artist should insist that their name goes on the back of the card if they've got original art.
Yep.
In the set.
Absolutely.
I just think it's the absolute. It's a travesty, quite frankly.
It's
travesty,
criminal.
dear. It really is. I don't know what to say about it, but it makes my piss boil. It really does. Speaking of things that make my hey, I'll stop that voice now because I've run out of road. I want to talk about that Jean Grey.
Mm.
Phoenix. I wish I had a better camera. I'm sorry, folks. Just imagine that's in much more high definition. I mean, that's a rainbow.
Yeah,
but it's lovely.
that's awesome.
It's really
That's that in the that Captain America is.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
So,
it's
so
classic.
there's
The,
some
the image,
banging
the
artwork
pose.
in here. There really is. And then you've got all the different colors of rainbow as well, which is just like you got the blue, then you got the red rainbow, then you got the yellow rainbow, which in some lights looks a bit greeny. And then you've got the
Blue,
purple
yellow,
rainbow
purple.
and the black
Is that a
rainbow.
full house?
Yep, green, blue,
Yeah.
yellow, purple, green.
But the
orange.
apparently the black is is the I think purple and black are the two like more limited ones.
Yeah, I think black's like one a box.
Yeah. And yeah, I got a black. I don't know. I have no idea where it is. Exactly the same as when I did my box opening. I was looking at all these piles of stuff and going, I've got no idea because I started trying to make piles for each type of insert, and I ran out of room after the second pack.
Yep.
It was just like, forget about it. And then I got confused. Ah, here it is. Yeah, black is well, the black I pulled was Omega Red.
Oh, that was
Very nice.
yeah.
So that's comic art. That's card number 200.
Yeah.
And I will say, for not having the artist, thank God for the delineation of what card it is on the back.
Oh yeah. I
Yes.
just like literally found a rainbow,
Oh.
cover variant rainbow that I had no idea was.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Thank God that they specify.
Yeah. Really need to put those artist names on the back
Yeah.
because that helps us realize if it's original art. Come on, camera, focus. And then once you catch a one of these cards you love the art from, you catch the artist, and then you start looking down.
I want to be able to turn it over and say, who's the artist? You know, none of us should be having to say, who's the artist? Oh, let me just quickly. Oh, look at
That Red Skull's so good.
Yeah.
None of us should
It
have
is.
to have that
I love
pause where
that.
we're like, oh, I'll just go and check the spreadsheet. You
And
know,
is that an octopus?
That is
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah,
Well,
he's holding the
Hydra.
octopus.
It's Hydra, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
I've
I
never
thought there
seen-
was.
But I've never ever seen a literal octopus anywhere in
Yeah.
Hydra's marketing
I
material.
love
you know,
that one.
That's an awesome
image of an
idea.
octopus, but an actual octopus. That's hats off to them. That's
So you guys that opened blasters, what was the breakdown of the serial numbers that y'all got? Because it's one per box. I
One
believe,
per
on the serial.
box, two
Yes.
parallels.
This Doctor Doom is also.
Oh, hang on.
Ooh, that's my favorite Doom. That's my favorite Doom.
That's
in a
Dave, right?
while.
That's Dave, right?
That's
yeah.
Dave Dorman. Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
No,
Palumbo.
Palumbo.
Sorry.
Palumbo.
Wrong Dave.
It's-
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Dave. Don't throw rocks at me.
The
Teal wave.
the other Dave did the creator art variant.
And then
That's right, Dave Dorman.
I got the cover art on.
Oh.
too.
Oh, that's stunning.
Freaking awesome.
I've got quite a good Black Widow rainbow coming on here. Not as good as you have, Wes, but I've just suddenly realised. I mean, if you want to build out from there, feel free. The thing is with this set, there are so many pieces of art, even in the kind of the reused ones, that just hit, and so I can see myself putting together some like smaller rainbows of quite a lot of these pieces of art. You know, once stuff is out there, so for example, I'm looking at where is it? The Captain Marvel original art is just lovely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's really, really beautiful. I mean, what's not to like about that?
Yeah, I'm a Captain Marvel guy. That's on right there.
But that's good. No, the one that I'm really hello, he's got a wasp going on. Hang on, where's
Yeah, that's that
it's
cover.
nice.
Aren't you collecting like cover variants now too, Ian? Is that something that you
No.
kind of side quest?
I'm collecting the iconic covers. So you know the ones with the front of the comic book, the actual comic book.
Okay.
But I'm only collecting the rainbow parallels of them because I pulled two regular ones and one rainbow version, and just the regular foiling I just find a bit vanilla.
So
Hang
here's
on a minute. Hang on, Wes. You're going to get trumped. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Oh,
there's a rainbow.
There it is.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I've only pulled the rainbow. I've pulled two, and they've both been rainbows.
Oh,
So I kind of feel that that's the one I've got to collect. But,
yeah, those are the ones I'm going for.
One was in the blaster and the one was in my pack break.
Right, come on,
That
Wes. hang on.
Wolverine was
Yeah,
awesome. That chrome
that-
goes on his claws.
Danny
Oh, yeah.
Moonstar. Yeah, I
Arts.
haven't seen
Oh,
that
that's-
art because
And
I
you
haven't
see-
pulled one of those.
Is that
That's
Demon
nice.
Bear in the background?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
That's yeah.
And
The-
the other one I'm going to have to go for probably just because I like the artist. I'm going to have to go for the. We've lost Keith, by the way. Where's Keith
Uh-oh.
gone? Man
I
was
down.
wondering-
It's the new Ghost Riders. He's in. He's already
He is.
collecting the parallels of the new Ghost Riders.
The Alex Maleev Spider Woman.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Alex Maleev. And also
Here he
while
is.
we're talking about the there he is. Welcome back.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
We missed you. Did you have to let the cat out?
No, my router just killed itself.
Yeah, here it is. The Sinkovich Electro Assassin cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
I mean those two, that and the Spider Woman. When things have calmed down a bit, I'll probably just quietly put together a little rainbow, and I might have to do Hoxpox,
yeah.
but I'm not going to do the
That's-
Magneto one because Magneto's on this one, and that was the cover
Mhm.
of issue 1.
Correct.
So I'm going to have to do. I think I'm going to do this one, Keith, because the Professor X, the other Professor X, I'm not that keen on at all. But the thing is, there are so many really nice choices for the comic art that I think they really, for the most part,
Oh yeah, there it is.
they really work.
You mean
Hang on a
wheels?
Let's
Yeah.
have a look. Play spotlight. Yeah, that
I
one.
mean-
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
I mean, it's fine.
Give him the yellow chair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Jazz
I
up
know.
the chair.
It just felt a bit like a hospital waiting room for me. That one.
Yeah.
He needs a floaty chair. Everybody knows the real Professor X. is on
Why
the
does he have the VFW loaner?
I know. Now that said, I think there are a couple of art choices on the comic art side that
I
I
got
just think really let the set down.
I got one for you.
I
Yeah.
think that is possibly the worst card in the set. That is up there with the Uncle Ben.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
my
Metal
Nick
Universe.
Fury green
And
PMG.
the absolutely hammered Nick Fury. So
Yeah.
what was going on with whoever was responsible for original art selection for James Rhodes? That does not make a good card. I'm sorry.
Lazy.
That
Yeah,
art
well-
does not make a good card. It
I-
might be true to the character,
Sure.
Yeah.
but it
But,
doesn't make
yeah.
a good.
I
yeah.
love Rhodey, but
Somebody had a late night.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being picky, but there
He
are a
deserves
couple of small
better.
things that kind of just. I think they stick out more because the set overall is so good.
Yeah.
yeah.
So when
Yeah.
you
And it's-
get weak spots
You're right.
like that,
Yeah, when there's something bad, it
draws
really
the
sticks
attention.
out.
It really bugs me. And no disrespect to the artist who did the Falcon, but Falcon.
Here's another one. Hank Pym with a clipboard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Looking like Aquaman.
Spotlight
yeah.
Pym.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Clipboard Pym. Hang on, they've got part of another panel above him as
Yeah.
well.
I feel like I
Yeah.
could see fish scales on his suit there. Like,
Right?
it's
yeah.
it's way too Aquaman. And
Now, the one I do like, and I'm not sure this was actually the intent on this one, but the Firestar, the panel has got the word gentleman behind her, like she's in
That's
front
cool.
of some kind of gentleman's club.
Gentleman's Club. She just came
The
out of-
first thing I thought
It
of.
does.
Can you
just-
imagine?
She
That's
just
hot.
worked a double. She just did a double at the double
Just
shift.
something about it just
Charlotte's.
just made me laugh. And
That's hot.
John Romita Jr.'s Typhoid Mary art is unrecognizable, but does it card?
We've
she's
also
going to
seen it
work.
on too
Yeah.
many cards
Yeah.
already.
And,
Like
but
that's
but all the text bubbles are on there. It just
Yeah.
doesn't quite.
That's
it
actually
just-
a pretty
just doesn't
pretty
quite work.
accurate card. You heard about how Typhoid Mary spreaded her.
Well, yes, yes.
So that card
Um,
is actually true to pose. I
that
think she
said,
actually yeah.
Beast card with the word panels works.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is my subjective take on it. Someone out there might be a roadie stan, and just comes back. But Jackal, don't know.
yeah.
Some
Rough.
of them just don't quite. I mean, Gambit. Obviously, people are going nuts for that one.
That
Yeah.
But obviously, that's the cover art. It's Jim Lee, first appearance.
yeah, that one's awesome.
That is
Yeah, I think
good.
I got one
Um,
of the Gambit with the blue.
Oh, hang on a minute.
I'm not a,
Nice.
my X-Men stuff is 97 classic animated.
Yeah.
And like, so when I hit something like this, it just doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's numbered or not. That's
Yeah.
just,
Yep.
with the big X-Men, classic X-Men logo. And
No,
I mean,
that is
all that
good.
works.
That's what I mean. The ones that work really work. The ones that don't, sweater rogue anyone.
No, it's bad.
No.
It's bad.
I just can't.
Isn't
So
there like a Starbucks Black Widow too in the high series?
oh, I don't know. Anyway, I
Yeah.
mean,
the other
I'd say some of them stick the landing 110%.
I love this Magneto.
Hang
Oh,
on,
yes.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
that I
do,
do look
The
at
Magneto
Magneto.
cards crush this. Yep.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
So
the
Jason
three-
Yeah.
and then Keith, I think, was about to hold something up.
No, I was
Wes-
just looking at the
it
cover
was Wes,
cards,
there we go.
actually. I was looking at the cover cards.
This
They're great.
Enchantress, that I mean, I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, and I would love again, hate this, but I'd love to look on the back and see who it.
I think that's Asperia.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just.
And now, Ian, I think you're onto something with like, if it was one of the original art cards, we understand. We've talked about enough about the process and from the guys, how hard it is, artist
Yeah.
approval, back and forth. But when you're doing some of these, first appearance cards and stuff like that, the options have to be pretty decent. We understand they've explained to us, they get packs of stuff that they're allowed to pick from, but it seems like it's a little bit easier to pivot on one of those to something that's like a little more capturing.
Does
Yeah.
Fleming? He put his name on
That's
the front.
unmistakable, Tom Fleming. Yeah, because
Right.
they've got his autograph on the piece of work.
Yeah, I was just
And
thinking.
also it's his style. What I do like about the high series, in its defense, is that they have put on the front of the card the issue that it's
The
from.
issue. Yep.
Mhm.
So the Ms. Marvel's just got it written there.
So that's throwing some people off with some of the issues, because the way that I guess Marvel will kind of categorize stuff is they'll have the title and then the year that title debuted and then the issue number. And so people are thinking that the art is from that year, but what it really is just
that's
it's
when
from, because
that
there's
run
been so
started. Yeah,
there's been so many volumes of these books by now, they categorize it by the year it came out. So like this Drax, it says Iron Man 1968, so people think it's from 1968, but he debuted in the early 70s.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Also a terrible card.
yeah.
Yeah,
Art-wise.
that'll stuff them for Pack Wars, because people will be like, "Oh, I'm sure it was that," but no, it wasn't.
The embossing. What do you guys think about that? I don't know if you can see it on this.
Well, it's kind of within the foil substrate, isn't it? So it's not something
and
you can touch.
You probably can't see it on some. Oh yeah, it's not. You can't.
No,
it's not.
Underneath
Yeah, there's no texture to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's not really
notable.
embossing. It just
really
looks like it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it kind of is, but it's in the layering. So
it's been filled.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool too.
It really stands out. Like the Carnage one, you can really see kind of the line on.
You
Carnage.
really can. Yeah. I've completely lost the plot with what's going on with how many cards I've got here. They were in some sort of order. They're not anymore.
What do y'all think about super statistics?
Oh,
I wish they.
I don't have one.
I'm waiting for Ian to look up and Wesley to look up at my super statistic.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah,
I've got one on the way.
Black.
I do.
Oh,
I do too.
We got the
I
black
wish they.
cat.
Hang on a minute, Josh. Coming to you.
Odin.
Oh,
Is that the regular or the rainbow?
This is
it's regular to me.
Regular,
Yeah,
okay.
this is the regular. It's the Odin Force super statistic energy projection. Pretty cool. But that black cat is sweet.
Yeah,
Now,
Black Cat one's good.
are these
Yeah.
super statistics limited? Are they? I mean, I know they got to be.
No. I think there's one per box because
Okay.
I'm making that assumption based on one box I opened. I got a platinum jewels. I didn't get a super statistic, so I think you get one of either in a box, possibly.
Ooh,
But,
okay.
I got platinum jewels, which is, I mean, it's Hulkling and Wiccan, so it's the least exciting characters.
I kind of like it better than the statistic.
Yeah, I like that. I like that card.
Yeah, and they've only got the base and the rainbow versions of these,
Yeah.
so there's not too much going on. Wesley's
Yeah.
falling off his chair.
They show mine's got fingerprints, but like I've got the Hawkeyes.
See, that looks nicer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I've got the Hulk and She-Hulk too.
Nice.
Yeah.
That one's cool.
Nice. Nice.
I,
Wesley, where did you go? Have you got
I
something
got
to show us?
I got the Doctor Doom
Oh yeah, I've
super
got
statistics.
I have
I've
not
got-
seen that Doom yet.
yeah, I've
Now,
got that
question
one.
for you.
And
Question
then
for you.
the-
As you've got it in your hand, does it
Yep.
credit the issue that the artwork come from? I'm just curious to know because obviously that is comic art that they've reused.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know if they followed through.
It does not.
I do no, I don't
Yeah.
see it anywhere on the front nor the.
No, I was just curious, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is that
The-
Castle Doom behind him there?
I don't.
Probably.
Yeah, so I've
I'm
only
not much
seen
of a
there's
Doom
been
guy.
like one card way back that had
Wasn't-
him. I think it was
The-
07 or something. He was
Uh,
on the
well-
castle.
Wasn't the the 91 Marvel Universe hologram of
Hmm.
Doom? Isn't that in front of his castle?
I think it has to be. It's
Possibly. Hang on.
early
Wes, coming
90s
to
or
you.
mid 90 card.
Oh no, that's a nice one.
The
That's
Platinum Doom
So that's
beautiful.
nice. So you've got a bit of separation. You know, the
Yeah,
one I've
that's
got
cool.
Quite muddy, but
And the two different colors blend.
And then I do got
Nice.
the
Oh man.
iconic covers.
see,
I
this
think
is-
the comic covers are very cool on this too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure like about those,
Oh.
but then when I saw them in hand, especially the rainbow,
I love them. I love
is
them.
the
Yeah.
rainbow. Yeah, they're really cool.
Oh,
I want that in a
nice.
red. You get that in a
Yes.
red. Ooh.
I don't think they do them in
Well-
reds. Let me just
Well, that
double
was going to
check
be
here.
that one's a rainbow.
yeah. Wow, that
Rainbow.
rainbow pops.
Yeah, it's just the base and the rainbow for these inserts.
The Great Gatsby bordering threw me for a
Oh,
little bit,
I
but
love that
now
one.
I'm into it.
You're speaking my language. I love the shield.
Wow.
That's awesome.
The whole thing
Oh.
looks like chrome
I didn't. Taylor, you didn't tell me we had these.
rainbow.
That's the rainbow one. And then
Yeah.
a giant side X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those are the ones that I
Yeah.
pulled in the.
Good pull from covers in the set. Like,
yeah.
very
they've
good
done
source of
some good
covers.
ones. They've done
Keith
some
may
good
have
ones.
Keith's router may have died
And
when I
this-
showed that one.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Electric.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Hang on a
Sorry.
sec, Wesley.
Sorry.
I'm swinging
Oh,
over
sorry.
to Jason.
Just
Staying
just
on
so
the. There we go.
Keith can see
That's
that one. I
super
think.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
More
awesome.
McFarlane.
That's awesome.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're all few points aside. I think it's fairly safe to say we're all pretty happy with this set.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been a while since Upper Deck hit a home run, in my opinion, and this is it's hard to critique. It's hard to critique. It's a very
it's hard
good
to
set.
read. I mean, I've been.
It's a lot of
picking on few
fun. There's a
bits, but
ton
yeah,
of inserts.
Yeah.
The
Quality's
art's
up.
great. The quality's good. Yeah, it's a real tough
The
set
quality
to-
is amazing, and you
Yeah.
get value. I mean, it feels like you've got value anyway.
Yeah, the fact that they made the blasters $19. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I thought that was cool that they were able to keep it at.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I've got. I'm sure he won't mind me quoting, because someone quoted him to me. So Izzy Chavez, the resident Black Widow collector, posted in group. And my review on the set so far is it surpassed my expectation. Well-made set with every pack making you feel good about your purchase. Many things make each pack feel special. With so many parallels, I thought it would be crazy and insane, but it really just gave a chance to have more of a chance to pick and choose. And with that, I can pick the ones I like the most. I feel like I don't need them all. I can just pick a handful if I like if needed. Something about this set just feels right and hits those good feelings I used to get when ripping as a kid. I'm sure
Very
I'll have
well
many
said.
more feelings on the set in months to come, but for now, I think it's great with price point and a great way to collect original and recycled art on Chrome stock. Happy collecting and hook me up with all your Black Widows. So
Don't ask, you don't get.
Exactly.
Grant sent that to me. And I've
Wow.
already seen it, but he sent it
Wow.
to me. He said, this note
That's-
from MCCW hits the nail on the head. It's exactly what we were hoping to achieve when constructing configuration and content. Large checklist be damned. That wasn't the goal. The goal was to make one of the best Marvel box breaks ever. And I
Awesome.
replied, showing him someone else's post when they said, this set's amazing. fire emoji. Great work by UD. You know, it's great to see people enjoying Platinum. Is what Grant came back with, and it's, you know, he's you know, it's what he wanted to do. So I'm sure Upper Deck Towers, they're busy high fiving each other and giving out.
Oh yeah, they're having a scotch.
Salary raises. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is good. It's
I
fun.
wonder.
The only one thing. Sorry, I will let you go, but I just want to pick this thought up before it goes out of my head. Someone posted in group earlier on. It might have been Carl Varney. Says he hopes that this set will have a bit of a chance to breathe, and that's the one thing I think is right, because so many set like Fleer Ultra Midnight, like we've forgotten about it already,
Right.
because this has come out, because Throwback's come out, because everything's so close together,
Right.
that, you know, it's like, you know, it's not opening the wine too close to pouring it. It doesn't have a chance to breathe. You know, you need this set, and I know that next week we see Doc Strange and Multiverse of Madness released. Now, I don't think that'll push this one off the stage, because
No.
the MCU
Yeah.
sets tend to have a fairly finite thing. So I'm really hoping this one gets a bit of a chance to just, you know, the ripples spread out, and just for people to get into it a bit more, before something else comes on the board and pushes it off to the side.
Well, what's next anyway?
I think that when Masterpieces hits EPAC, everything's going to get forgotten about. Everything will get forgotten about for a bit. I'm not saying that it's imminent, because we did ask Grant. He didn't really have the details in front of him, but it will be something like that would push it off the stage, I think.
Right. So I wonder if maybe that's the reason they have maybe pushed it, which would be, I guess, smart. I was just wondering, like, is there any way for Upper Deck to like check how well they're doing with the amount of I mean, is there amount of sales that they've done, or like is there a way to check how this
it would be
the actual
reorders
set's doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
there'll be some sort of reporting thing. I mean, they know how much they sold on initial kind of distribution orders. So
right,
yeah,
because everything's kind of allocated to start,
yeah,
and then it would be anything that was reordered. It starts to show them some good data to go with.
Right.
okay, so people can go back and reorder from Upper Deck, and if they do that, then I wasn't sure if everything gets sent
distributors can, and retailers. Of course, they'll have the data on the blasters will be much more up to date, because they'll have their own retail data, because they're selling it direct to consumer.
Right.
And of course, I would imagine that the Target and Walmart and the big retailer data is pretty well-oiled machine. You know, that the manufacturer will be able to get that data pretty quickly. So I would expect that they're probably pretty happy with it. And I think this one's probably going to break EPAC when it lands as well. People are going to go nuts for it, because there'll be parallels that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
there'll be parallels, and isn't there going to be Pack Wars?
There will be, but I'm wondering what the achievements are going to be. I mean,
absolutely.
If you think about how loaded it is as a product, where is there to go for them for achievements?
Bigger. It has to be. It has to be
bigger format.
Yeah, I mean, well, just as far as the presentation of the card, that has to be the best. The achievement card has to be the best version of the card that exists.
Yeah.
And so you're right. It's going to be tough on this one to have something that you can hold and it clearly stands above all the other parallels.
Do you think maybe there's some art that didn't get used in the physical that'll be used as an achievement?
Possibly.
Perhaps.
I mean, I don't think they'd go the preliminary route. Doesn't feel right with the style of stock.
No, but I mean,
we know that the original paintings and or sculptures are being sold, so it won't be that.
But well, I'm just talking about like an art that didn't get used that'll be used for a card, like because we heard the name Simone Bianchi that was in the set, but he's not on the checklist. Do you think there's maybe a Simone card that'll be an achievement card?
They've done stuff like that before, where it wasn't in the set.
I'm just throwing darts at the wall. I mean, I'm not.
I'd look for material differences, changes in the holographic, potentially clear, transparent, plexi.
You know what would be good on some of this artwork? If they can find a sweet spot middle ground between shadow boxes and the prism effect. You know, some shadow boxes of some of this artwork with like that foiling just somewhere in that layering. That would be pretty sweet. I don't know. I mean, it's great. I love it. The possibility. I mean, it feels like they've covered all the bases with the different parallels, but the possibilities are endless. I mean, there's so much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting that everybody has forgot that there's no sketches in these?
Well,
I mean,
there it
That's
is.
how good of
There
a job.
is.
Well, there
I,
are, but there's only about 100
yeah,
across the entire
right.
product.
But
So
it's
That shows
it's
you how
just
good of a job they
interesting,
did.
right? That's what I was just
yeah,
thinking. It's that's something just popped in my head.
yeah.
That was something that was people were upset about before the
Mhm.
pack release, but now it's so good that maybe that's not talked about as much, which
Yeah,
is
I've seen
credit to
some
Upper Deck.
people mention them. There is a post on MCCW where people have been posting the ones that have been seen,
Mm,
which is good. Um, and yeah, there are some bangers out there. Myers Wall, there's been a couple of his popped. Casey Parsons, I think, did some.
correct.
So I think I've seen a couple of those. I mean, they look they're really high end.
I'm waiting to see a Suspiria. I really want to see what hers came out as.
Mm,
I think there is one that's out there, a Magic maybe. I'd have to go back and look
Oh, wow,
at the
okay.
group.
You'd have to show me that if you saw it.
I mean, let me. I'll see if I can find. Oh dear,
It's a pinned
this
post,
computer's
right?
rubbish. It is a pinned post. It's just my computer's shite. Let me just try and find it. You talk amongst yourselves while I try and find it, because otherwise we'll
Um,
have dead air while I'm stumbling
So
around.
what
Yeah.
are y'all? What's y'all's plans for the set? I mean, are y'all? I know Wes and Ian are probably character collecting, but what about Josh and Keith? What are y'all? Are y'all going to character collect or put a base together?
So I thought about trying to do a different rainbow this time with 80,000 colors. There, the traditional rainbow is your color parallels and variants across the board. I think
Right.
with this having so many different holographic options, that there would probably be an opportunity to put together a rainbow of the different holographics as opposed like Surge, um, and then the other ones, the prisms, the
Right.
tracks, the stuff like that, the rainbow, so maybe a little bit different of a rainbow this time along when it comes to the hollow effects instead of just a true color shift.
Right.
I
Well,
almost feel
kids.
like I'm in a little bit of frozen shock on what to actually, because there's so much out there, and what do you collect? I'm just waiting to see what other people come up with, and maybe come up with a verification of that. Oh wow, that's awesome.
That's
So
so
we're
good.
going to take a walk through some of the sketches that have been seen so far. So that's
Ah.
Ghost Rider on Miles Wall.
So this one, I actually attacked him and asked for a better picture because the seller's picture
Yes,
was terrible,
it's in the
and Miles gave me a better picture.
yeah, it's in the comments. I'll go to that in a minute. And then the other one, the Winter Soldier one.
Oh wow.
That really reminds me of Dave Palumbo
Yeah, it does.
work as well, and that's a
That's
compliment, Miles, in my book. So, where are we? So this is the better picture of the Winter Soldier from
Oh
Miles
man.
himself. That's just lovely.
Yeah.
And I think he's posted a better picture of the Ghost Rider.
I love that stock too.
That's
Mhm.
nice. It's really nice.
yeah,
And
that's
then we have someone's hit a Casey Parsons sketch. So let's look at this. This is
Oh
where
yeah,
you'll
and it's like
see-
a match of the
yeah,
card almost.
this is where you'll see how slow my browser is. This computer's terrible. So while we're waiting for that, I'm just going to scroll down and open the Magic Suspiria Vilches. Here we go. So we just mentioned that.
Oh,
So we're going to go to that in just one moment. When my
Ooh.
computer, and then my computer has completely frozen. There we go.
that's
Brilliant. I love it. And then we've got
it's a,
this one. Wow.
Yeah.
Casey Parsons
Parsons.
Storm.
Wow.
that's just
I mean, so if you find one of these, I mean, they're like Wonka's golden ticket.
Mhm.
But they are definitely worth the price of admission. Look at this one.
That's awesome.
see, and I'll take a
That's-
smaller subset of sketches for
I actually
quality.
prefer that to the original
Yeah.
art.
Yeah,
I'm not.
it
I,
actually
her
is
face
better.
doesn't do it. Her face.
You might be right.
Something's not happening for me with the face there, but this one just lands it. It's probably like a tenth of the size.
You might be right. Yeah.
But then you've got this one here, which is wow. That magic is. I love the
Yeah,
eyes.
Yeah.
is that like markers in the background? I mean, like
Yeah,
that's just so cool,
that's just
so
really nice.
creative.
Yeah,
The eyes.
Yep.
that's lovely.
Yeah,
So,
she did a nice job.
if you pull one of those, then hats off to you. If you do pull one of those, please come to MCCW and put it on that post which is on featured, so that the rest of us can see them and look at them. You know what? I'm gonna. If anyone's got a comms with Miles or Casey Parsons or Suspiria, let's see if we can get one of them to intro this episode. Keith, I'm looking at you because you're the artist whisperer on this podcast. But no pressure.
I will try.
But yeah, and I think that's great. I loved it. So yeah, long live the platinum is all I got to say on that one.
Yeah, good for them. We got hit with this checklist that was like an encyclopedia, and every one of us was kind of thinking the same thing. Potential washout, how are you going to collect a master set with something like this? But really they wound up crushing it.
Yeah, they do. Right, we're all going to bounce. We're all going to bounce because Keith's got to go to work. Thank you guys. This has been gorgeous. Keith, as you've got to go, sign us off.
Enjoy collecting.
All right.
Thanks for listening, folks. If you enjoyed it, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share on YouTube or the podcast platform of your choice. The podcast can be found by Googling at the MCC Pod, which is also a handle on Facebook and Instagram. If you have an idea for podcast topics or want to be on the podcast, please reach out via social media or email us at themccpod@gmail.com. Our Facebook communities are MCCW, Marvel Card Collectors Worldwide, and MMC, Marvel Masterpieces Collectors. Creative design and logos for the podcast and groups are by artist Michael Munshaw. You can find him on Instagram at artofm2. The great music we use is called Rocket Power by Kevin MacLeod. Thanks to the collectors, artists and creators who support the Marvel Cards Fan Collective. We'll see you next time, and remember, collect your way and always be kind to others. Make mine Marvel and enjoy collecting.
Oh, babe, I think that's a 1 of 1.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Who is it? Oh my goodness. Black Widow. Oh my goodness. Hold on. 1 of 1.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. Wow. I mean, wow. Wow.